Big confusion and tokakese bi asi say nkrofo bebre adwin so. Yes, me the first person to break it down for you right here. I'm a watias here. And in tokwa bi ekoso between MOFA, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and a Finance Ministry. Edien and aba. So Finance Ministry the babe tu abontin so say womu atam sika a esumbo sika kese pao sika esumbo 1.6 billion Ghanaian choppable cedis the ama Ministry of Food and Agriculture say womu and spend it. And a Ministry of Agriculture aba bontin abe respond say sa Finance Ministry babe tu abontin no eyentro no krebia enim na wo mu kire se aban no through the Finance Ministry allow mu to spend about 910 million Ghana cedis for the first half of the year. Enti den na wow documents this aniama we to abontin say you wait must spend 910 nko na wo ba abontin be publish say mu my 1.6 billion say yen spend it. Nti MOFA for say yembo san 7 enye den entungu omo documents a wo mu prove say 7 na finance ministry ekatu wo mu so no enye no kre na kire oni ekoso me wo documents ni nyina na response are officially every MOFA or eba nti sha say Ministry of Finance publishes official documents confirming over 1.6 billion Ghana cedis has been released to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, representing 85% of MOFA's 2026 budget allocation for goods and services and capital expenditure. And it is official, Ministry of Finance. Only say Ministry of Finance na in charge of aban sika. It is a ministry bi enya sika ko dini juma. Ministry of Finance na releases kamano. Yes. Ministry of Finance na releases kamano through a year budget. Nigerian make us a budget. Through budget. And the Finance Ministry so ma release 1.6 billion Ghana cedis the ama Ministry of Food and Agriculture. And Ministry of Food and Agriculture so aba bonti abe respond say no krebia ni sa asem no. Na omunsu di obu documents aba bonti. A wo mu claim say the documents of Finance Ministry. Nti omu prove Finance Ministry wrong say sa documents ansem no omu di abeto abonti claim so ma mo sa scan no krebia nim. Take a look at this. This guy is called Hunto Oya Juma ewo finance ewo friends Agric Ministry T for immediate release. Stop the infantile propaganda before it explodes. The attention of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, MOFA, has been drawn to claims by the Ministry of Finance that it has released 1.6 billion Ghana cedis, representing 85% of MOFA's 2026 budget allocation. These claims do not align with the official budget execution documents issued by the Ministry of Finance itself. And they all say, Finance Ministry njay propaganda before Bibia den apaska. Na wamu Ministry of Food and Agriculture at say Finance Ministry for claiming say omu release 1.6 billion more. I represent 85% of Ministry of Food and Agriculture 2026 budget allocation. Omu say no krebia nim no mu Ministry of Food and Agriculture krampo wa documents bia prove omu documents bia every Finance Ministry hwan kasa krampo kire say sa asem no mu kan nye no kre na sa documents no 2026 budget execution documents ntide ba asem no mu kan sa no I say on 15 February 2026 the Ministry of Finance issued a commitment authorization to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. However, just 4 days later on 19 February 2026 the Ministry of Finance issued the 2026 first and second quarter budget allotment letter, which explicitly stated that, notwithstanding the contents of the commitment authorization, MOFA's total expenditure for the first half of the year should not exceed 910 million. And this is Hunter. Or say on 15th of February 2026. February, the second month of the year. And Finance Ministry issues editor abontin to say the first and second quarter budget allotment letter no. Let's say MOFA expenditure out of sa budget si Canada expenditure enter 910 million. You understand? Or see, Ministry of Food and Agriculture MOFA for expenditure enter 910 million. So bibia use sikabi ebe closer to sa amount no, and sa amount no, but not anything more than that. You understand? And over I say, take a look at this. The records indicate that only limited allocations were made to key agriculture interventions, including farmer service centers, 172,500,000 Ghana cedis. And Kukong Kiting program, 36,747,767.55 Ghana cedis. Fertilizer and certified seeds, 77,297,026.30 Ghana cedis. Feed Ghana program, 4,500,000 Ghana cedis. National Food Buffer Stock Company, 30 million Ghana cedis. Irrigation infrastructure, 26,250,000. Since the issuance of the allotment letter, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has not received any subsequent communication from the Ministry of Finance authorizing additional expenditures that will support the claim that 1.6 billion Ghana cedis has been released. The question, therefore, remains straightforward. So over here, I say, okay, let me use this one. If the Ministry of Finance officially capped MOFA spending through its allotment system and has not issued any subsequent authorization, where exactly is the 1.6 billion figure coming from? Public financial management is governed by official allotments, cash releases, and actual budget availability, not by public relations, narratives, or propaganda. The Ghanaian people deserve transparency, accuracy, and honesty in the management of public finances, particularly in a sector as critical as agriculture and food security. For the avoidance of doubt, attached are the documents are the commitment authorization letters issued by the Ministry of Finance together with the 2026 first and second quarter budget allotment letter and the accompanying schedule, which clearly indicate the MOFA's expenditure ceiling for the first half of 2026 was capped at 910 million Ghana cedis. The facts speak for themselves. Signed, Samuel Hunter, Media, the officer, Office of the Ministry of Food, blah, 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 you know. And this is coming from Hunter. Documents in here. So documents we nowadays back, you know, into share implementation of budget allotment ceiling for the first and second quarters of 2026. Section 25 clause 1 of the Public Finances Management Act 2016 blah 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 requires the Honorable Minister for Finance to issue quarterly expenditure ceilings in respect of the approved annual budget. Also the PFM regulations 219 blah 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 under the regulation of 6.2 enjoins the budget office to prepare quarterly budget allotment which shall be within available funds and quarterly cash forecast. In view of the above, budget allotments have been prepared to guide spending in the first and second quarters of 2026 as part of government's fiscal consolidation strategy to progressively and sustainably reduce the overall fiscal balance to sustainable levels through the implementation of expenditure rationalization measures. All covered entities are hereby advised to operate within the budget allotment ceilings in Schedule 1. Under no circumstance should a covered entity commit government beyond these ceilings. Please be reminded that actions contrary to this directive will trigger the sanctions and surcharges outlined in sections 9.6 and 9.7 of the Public Financial Management Act. All covered entities must ensure the use of GIF-MIS for all transactions in addition to the provisions within the PFM Act and regulations on budget implementation and commitments to prevent unbudgeted expenditures or committing government beyond their approved limits. Please note that non-salary related allowances should be paid from the covered entity's budget allotment under the compensation of employees' vote as indicated in Schedule 1 using the location code 0304304 for processing on GIF-MIS. Also note that effect payments to all covered entities in relation to goods and services and capex per the ceiling in Schedule 1 attached. In furtherance of the implementation of the budget allotment and cash management, you are hereby authorized to utilize up to the amount allocated to your entity for the first and second quarter of 2026 as per the attached breakdown in Schedule 1. Now, Mami, you wait, and over 10 years, me can say. Let me show you this. So, any meant to me nyada jimbo bowe nina encho. But as you can see, anyway, documents are every finance ministry. Aha. Share. You see? Now, I'm chira wade. List of procurement activities. Procure agriculture inputs, fertilizers, seeds, and agrochemicals. 500 million Ghana cedis. Procure 4 million all-day chicks. Kokon Kitchen program, feed and vaccines from Kokon Kitchen, 200 million. Drill solar-powered mechanics boreholes and pump houses, including land development, 75 million. Total 775 million Ghana cedis. That is the total. And the finance ministry claim say Oma allocate 1.6 billion. And Ediama MOFA, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, say woman spending. And a Ministry of Food and Agriculture so akwa tam documents we e dey abeto abontin womu claim say official documents are coming from Ministry of Finance and Kasana womu chire say ne womu be spend womu sika for the 2026 budget. Sika omu sika according to Finance Ministry document no sika MOFA spending and that's to 775 million. Into 1.6 billion now Finance Ministry edebetu abontin so claiming say MOFA as spending no. Where is that 1.6 billion? And only question now Ministry of Food and Agriculture bisa omu bisa say momu documents approve say yes sky spending so far 700 no, let me get a figure. Was it 775 million and it's spending? That's according to my documents. Then I'm saying that mu allocate 1.6 billion at the mine. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture so muntiasie. And some Finance Ministry spread their form and throw on person who go ministry no who think and the 247 versus friends Yura Eriko Puku. Omu sam penyofo mi no ministries na ekusa ntokwawe eno hu asemanyen say ye this kano yandi o say no kro enye no kro we mre ene nkrabia ene bechere. I am just a messenger. Meaning it came fantastic. What is your take on this issue? Pass your comment. Thank you.